Hey, what's up? This is Tami Roman, and you're watching ThisIs50.com.
We got Tami Roman right here live on This Is 50. Right. Talking about how she's trying to teleport to New York City.
Trying to make it happen.
How you feeling, Tami?
I'm good. How are you feeling?
It's been a long time since you've been up here. You were first starting off on reality, well, the new version of reality.
The new phase.
Right. And you were dating a different gentleman at the time.
Yes.
And you seemed happy, and I was looking at you, and I've seen your evolution. It's like you're getting younger and younger.
Oh, thank you. Look at God. Won't he do it? He's amazing. I feel like, between my kids growing up and me just feeling like now I finally can live a little bit, I think that's what people are realizing.
What you mean by live a little bit?
Well, because, I had my first child at 24 and was married at 24. So I was focused on being mom and wife and all that stuff. So it's like all the turn-up stuff, I feel like I missed it.
Okay.
I missed all that, so now I'm living a little.
Doing how your progression started in your evolution, did you think you'd take it this far?
I don't think anybody really looks at the outcome. You're just doing the work. And so for me, it was just kind of like, do what I love to do, stay true to myself always, and ultimately the outcome will be positive.
Got it. So question for you. Seeing that you have a lot going on, right? And probably a lot more, I think maybe in your situation, you might have every week or every month something new may jump on.
Right.
What are some of the things you're focusing on right now?
Right now, I'm going back to scripted programming. I just did a movie with TV1 called When Love Kills. It was the highest rated film for them in the history of the network. Wow. Just completed Tales with Irv Gotti, and my song was All I Need by Method Man and Mary J. Blige, which I was so excited about because I love me some Mary.
What role are you playing it?
I play a stripper, like an old hoe in the game.
That's interesting.
Named Silk. And, I'm trying to take this young lady under my wing and show her the ropes. And
What you're going to be her madam?
Well, not her madam. Jim Jones plays our pimp.
Awesome.
He plays a character named Taggart. And, so basically he's trying to keep us locked, like where he needs us to be. And she finds love in another character who's played by Demetrius Shipp, who was in All Eyes on Me, the Tupac film. And so they find love and go off. And I can't give too much away, but my advice to her was hoes don't find love. And ultimately, that's what ends up happening.
Is that something you truly subscribe to?
I don't know. I don't know about hoes.
Child,
I don't know about hoes. I know some hoes.
Have they been successful?
Well, I feel like they've been successful is subjective, first of all. Okay. But I feel like they, via Instagram, have come up.
Right. Instagram is funny, right? So I have a.
I ain't gonna say no name.
Right.
I understand.
Right. So I feel like there's a lot of people that without Instagram they're nobody, right?
Okay.
And I feel like there's another layer of people like yourself who's taken reality TV or just the different platforms you've had,
right?
And whether it's because of age, experience, knowledge, or whatever it is, background, you've been able to mature from one life
social media presence
to all of this. Where would you say? When did you realize, like, I need to kind of get out of this little patch they were trying to keep me into and let me get out? Because everyone else, and granted, you look across, they not doing much. It's like if the show's not on,
they're not acting.
Like, that's it. And then when they do talk, they can only talk about that.
I think for me, it's different in the sense that when I started on reality TV, Real World was new in '93. But
you did the first season?
I did the second season. Heather B did the first season. But I fell into acting and then really studied the craft with Chip Fields and Janet Alhante and Leslie Kahn, Tasha Smith, amazing acting coaches. So for 15 years, I was acting. And so people don't realize just because you didn't see the show doesn't mean I wasn't working, and everybody knows hardship made me return back to reality TV. But it's like I realized I was being a glutton for punishment, with Basketball Wives being the only entity and outlet that I was focused on. It's like, no, Tami, you have more to offer than this. And so I, put my feelers back out there and returned back to scripted programming, which I'm excited, so excited about. Because you know what? I was like, This Is 50 ain't gonna talk to me again. How many times we gonna talk about Basketball Wives? Because we're doing the same thing.
You notice we haven't really mentioned it because we know the history is there, honestly.
Right.
We know your history. We did that interview before, you know, but when was that shift for you, well, as you're doing Basketball Wives, where you're like, I gotta turn it up differently? What was that moment for you? Where you're like,
quite honestly, it was the situation when Duffy, I don't know if you guys are familiar with DJ Duffy, she came on the show, and my daughter was pursuing music, my daughter Jazz, and we got into an altercation, you know, basically, around that. And I looked out and I was like, you know what, my daughter's serious about this music thing. Like, this Basketball Wives stuff could really hinder her growth and progress in the business. And I said, Tami, you gotta sway a different way, you know, and let people know that you're not just reality TV, you're not just Basketball Wives, so that people can take, because everything we do, unfortunately, affects our children, the decisions we make, you know what I mean? So I didn't want her to suffer the repercussions in a craft that she loves, in a culture that she loves so much because of what I'm doing on Basketball Wives. So now y'all need to know, I'm an actress.
She's
too.
off limits.
Right. She's off limits. I'm an actress too. Start respecting me in this craft, and hopefully that will funnel down the same way the negativity funneled down from Basketball Wives.
Yeah, I wanted to kind of follow up on that. So I'm not gonna lie. I try to stay away from reality TV. You know, I
love it.
Once it got to the point where I felt like they just wanted every particular type of female to fight. It was like fight and they would portray everyone a certain way, and I remember meeting certain people. I'm like, you are not the person that they portray you on TV. I did see that episode, funny enough, because I remember because my wife called me and said, you've got to watch this episode. You know, Tami is about to go in. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And I saw it, and I saw the whole situation there. How is it being a mother knowing music from a particular time, seeing your daughter doing music in this time with all of the different variations, whereas like back then you needed like definitely a label.
Right.
Today, yeah, you need it, but you
can be independent.
Right. So looking at that transition, seeing what is progressing, what she's trying to do, how do you feel seeing it, and where do you feel are the challenges that keep arising that you're trying to overcome that may be the difference?
Look, I'm excited about what's happening in music because people can finally own their product, and they can kind of steer their career in the direction they want to, which is the independent phase. You know, my daughter has since signed with Empire, and they have been amazing. Like, you know what I mean, letting her be creative and find herself and her voice in music. So I'm excited to answer that part of your question. The second part of your question, I think that, you know, the biggest challenge in music, hip hop in particular, for a female is the fact that you are female. Right. You know, you can be saying your bars could be fire, you know, your look could be on point, and a guy with half less talent, you know, but a dope beat will pop off, you know. So I think that's always the challenge for a female in hip hop, but you know, I guess stay true to the course, you know.
Because you know, there's always a stigma and the stereotype and the stories about females are way more difficult. Sometimes they go a different direction. They're not understanding the mechanics. Have you been labeled like that? Have you seen moments where you're like, yo, I'm lucky I didn't wild out, or I should have wild out?
You're talking about, we're back to TV now.
Yeah, or just in general. Never. Because I've seen, there's a mega artist. She turned out an interview with Ellen.
Okay.
Now she's nowhere to be found.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not gonna say that. You know,
okay.
If I tell you I'll tell you the name. I'm gonna type it. You'll be like, no way.
Okay.
Yeah. But have you ever been in a scenario like that where you're like, yo, I could have really derailed my career?
Honestly, no. I mean, I'm the type of person where, for me in particular, every person serves a purpose, and so it's just a matter of the time that purpose needs to be fulfilled. Right. You know, there are certain outlets that at this particular stage in my career I don't do because I feel like I've done that. Right. You know, and then there are others that, you know, you're constantly progressing and trying to be a part of. I'm usually very supportive. You know, if you approach me the right way, hey, I'm trying to get my thing off the ground, I'm supportive. I'll be there. I'll do whatever needs to be done for you. But at the same time, I'm not going to, for lack of a better word, devalue the progress that I've made and be a slave to the loyalty of helping others where it undermines what I'm trying to build.
Right. I love that because I lost 3 years trying to help somebody. I'll tell you.
See?
Yeah. And now I got to make 6 years back up. You know, just to make up for the 3 that fell out of the pocket.
Yeah.
Do you give your daughter any direction of what she should talk about musically, like, or content?
All the time. Now, whether she listens or not, that's the thing. But yeah, I'm gonna throw it out
How
there.
is it that you're able to relate on that level to, you know, because I don't know anything a 25-year-old is doing. Let's just keep it honest.
Yeah, it's like she's writing bars, and you like look at that line, like that grammar's off. Like just switch that to
no.
Like,
I think you know what? I'm like my daughter's biggest fan as it pertains to her music, and so like I feel like she's the metaphor queen. You know what I mean? And sometimes I'm like, what did you say? And I gotta listen. I'm like, oh, I get it. I feel it now. You know what I mean? But you know, I'm a '90s person. Like I love '90s music. I love original hip hop, you know, Tribe and Far Side and, you know, Logic and Big Crit, you know, like I love those type of people because I'm really into lyrics. So I'm always trying to tell her, you know, like elevate your lyrics, you know, Kanye and, you know, stuff like that. But, you know, for her, I think she's going to stay true to herself, but still give me what I want from time to time.
Got it.
Top 5 lyricists for you.
Ooh, man.
They threw you on the island. Jay-Z.
Okay. Biggie, Pac. So got 3 out the way right there. You know what?
Any new dudes that made the?
Probably not.
No, you know what? Quite honestly, I fought it with every inch of my being.
21 Savage.
Lil Uzi.
Lil Uzi.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Lil Uzi. I fought it. I said, no, I'm not going there. All my friends are not dead. But, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, but I was like, okay, I'm a Lil Uzi fan now. And I do actually like 21 Savage, but I'm feeling Dave East.
Yo, Dave East can knock down any woman he wants right now.
I don't know about that as it pertains to me, but yeah, he probably could. He probably could.
Right. Tami, any parting words? Because you know we gotta make sure your daughter's also good. Because I know you gotta be out soon.
No, I just want to thank you. Listen, with this
upcoming projects too.
Upcoming projects. Let me throw that out there real quick. A new film with Romany Malco and Regina Hall called Prison Logic. I'm excited about that. Family Business, which is based on the Carl Weber novels that he has with Valerie Pettiford and Ernie Hudson. So I'm excited about that. But as it, you know, closing words, I just want to say to you guys, like you guys have been around for a minute now, and I respect what you